everyone, I am back with a review. I wanted to let you know that I finally decided to go ahead and try Gold Canyon candles. I am brand new to Gold Canyon. This is my very first candle that I've ever burned with Gold Canyon, and I just wanted to give you guys some insight to my own personal experience. If any of you were curious about Gold Canyon and read some reviews online, you probably came across some positive and negative reviews. On the positive side, people have said that they burn wonderfully, they have wonderful throw and fragrance. On the negative side, I read a lot of people commenting that there were some major soot problems, uneven burns, stuff like that. So I wanted to give you guys a little run through of my own personal experience. But before I do that, let me quickly touch base on the candle itself. This is called a heritage jar. I'm burning a large size. And next to it, I have a medium heritage jar. They also come in a small and mini size. So there are 4 sizes to choose from. The company also offers like scent pods and like for your wax. They have like a special wax burner, and they have, I think they're called Vo lights. They kind of, to me, look like bigger than typical tea lights, but maybe a little bit smaller than votives. I'm not 100% on that. I think they're kind of like a hybrid between the two. But I'm really just focusing on these heritage jars right now, and they have this beautiful diamond pattern on the glass, and when they burn down, you will get like a really nice ambiance from that. And they also have something called like heritage occasion jars, and what they are, they use the exact same type of jar, but they reduce the fill line, so they have less wax, and as a result, they are less expensive. But they're maybe like 3/4 of the way filled, and it gives you that instant ambiance. So if you're having a party or you're going to use these at a wedding or something like that, and you don't want to have to burn every single candle to get it down to like the appropriate level for ambiance, they sell them filled to the appropriate amount so that you can just start burning them and they look really beautiful. So that's a really neat thing. But the regular price on a large jar, the largest are 26 ounces, and they go for $21.75. And then the medium jars are 16 ounces, and they go for $16.75. So the regular price on these is less expensive than a Yankee candle, but you're getting more wax in your jar. So that's a neat thing. Yankee sometimes, you know, they have some pretty good deals, so you can get them for a good buy. I would say that I'm going to go through my experience with this. I just want to tell you a little story about my initial burn with this large jar, but I will say that I'm very satisfied with Gold Canyon right now, but I don't think that I'm necessarily a convert. 100%. I think that I will continue to buy these candles, but I think I'm also going to go for Bath & Body Works. I'm also going to get Yankees. I think that they're a nice brand to incorporate in your candle lineup. I don't know if I'm going to buy them exclusively. But let me show you the medium jar. You will see I have it facing forward so that you can see how the wick is, and they do use a smooth wax, but I'm going to put it upright again so you can see side by side the difference in size. So I'm going to move this up, and you can see there it's a little bit smaller. It's 10 ounces. Sorry about that. It's 10 ounces smaller than the large, so 16 ounces versus 26. Compared to a Yankee tumbler, you know, they're both a smooth wax. Compared to a Yankee tumbler, which would be 22 ounces, versus the Gold Canyon's 26 ounces, the burn time is significantly better on the Gold Canyon. The Gold Canyon will burn up to 200 hours, and the Yankee tumblers will burn up to 85 hours. So if you do hour for hour, a Gold Canyon has a better value for burn time. I also wanted to point out that I decided to try an Illumilid on this, and it fits very loosely, but it does rest on there okay. and I think that's going to help the burn time as well. So if you love your Yankee candles and you want to try Gold Canyon, you can use your Illumilid. So I'm happy to discover that. I also wanted to say that I got every candle on sale. I bought 4 candles, 2 of the medium and 2 larges, and all of them were marked down. So the medium jar I have here, the brown colored one, is called Harvest Hearth. And if you guys like Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works, you can order Harvest Hearth and know that you'll probably, I can say 99% of you will like this candle. It has that like toasted marshmallowiness to it, but it's a little bit spicier. So if you don't like spice, then I would not recommend it. But the base of it is like the same as like Marshmallow Fireside. So I thought, like, I was so happy with that. The bright pink one I have going, it's kind of like a fuchsia color. It's called Glitter, and it was the scent of the month for January. And its notes are sugar plum, violet, and amber. And I really don't smell violet and amber. It's very much sugar plum. On cold sniff, it actually reminded me of like if you get like a gallon jug of like those juice drinks or Kool-Aid or something like that, very sugary sweet. That's what it smelled like on cold sniff. It's definitely a sweet fragrance. It's very sugar plum, but it's not quite as sweet as cold sniff. So I was really happy with that because I thought it was going to be nauseatingly sweet. It's not quite that sweet when it's burning. So I was really happy that the fragrance is as nice as it is. But I also got white pumpkin in a medium jar, and I got peony in a large jar. And so those other 3 scents were part of like the winter sale that's going on right now. So the medium jars were like $14 and some change, and the large one was, I want to say, like $18 and change. But Sugar Plum was on sale as the scent of the month for January, so it was like $19.75. So it was like $2 off. So I was really glad that I got some discounts on these. And I just ordered them online. I did have to pay shipping. It was $6.99, which I didn't think was bad. I thought that was pretty fair. And I would definitely say that if you know someone who's having a Gold Canyon party, because that is a chunk of their business. They do home parties, sort of like Mary Kay or Tastefully Simple. If any of you have been to those kind of home parties, that is what I think their bread and butter is. It's doing home parties. So if someone invites you to a party, I would definitely say go. I don't know anybody who does home parties in my area for Gold Canyon. I would love to be able to smell some more of their different scents. I just blindly purchased all of these online, and I'm really happy with all of the smells. So I would definitely recommend it. So back to the, I guess, comments and my experience with using Gold Canyon. I was a little bit freaked out initially to try these because people had left such negative comments, like they had black residue because there was so much soot and smoke, and like some people said that their children actually had black residue in their nostrils from all the soot, and people were having to have their furniture professionally cleaned and their houses detailed and everything. So I was like, oh my gosh, half freaking out that I'm going to have this like major problem on my hands. Other people said, no way, that's just a bunch of baloney. They burn fine. I've never had problems. So my personal experience is I wanted to follow directions, and so I trimmed my wicks appropriately, and I lit my candles, and I did initially have some sooting. So I was not happy with that. I thought, here we go, I'm going to have to call customer service and deal with this whole thing. So I did have some soot, but I extinguished my wicks, and they actually recommend, as a little side note, they recommend something called like wick dipping, and they actually sell these like little metal tools for dipping your wicks. So the point of it is that you just kind of dip it into the wax pool and it extinguishes your wick. Well, I didn't do that. I just blew it out, whatever. So it's fine. But I decided to trim my wick a little bit more, and I was afraid to go too much further because I thought at that point I'm going to have problems with my wick being too short. So I did trim it just a hair on each wick, you know. And unfortunately and fortunately, well, fortunately it did solve my sooting problem. I have not had any soot since. But unfortunately, right afterwards, I had trouble with my candle wanting to pool out, and my wicks were kind of like drowning a little bit in the wax. So I had to extinguish them, my candles, about 3 times. What I would do is I would let them burn for like 2 hours so they wouldn't be like overrun by wax, but then extinguish it and then relight it after it solidified again. I had to do that like 3 times. So after that, I have not experienced any more trouble with these. They're burning beautifully. It's pulled out beautifully. No soot whatsoever. I have reached that sweet spot. So you can refer to the website for like what they recommend for good burn. But I just want to say that if you get a candle, if you get a Gold Canyon and it initially soots, just extinguish it, trim it a little bit. You may have to kind of baby it for, you know, your first day, unfortunately. But now on the second day, I just lit it up this morning and it pulled out awesome. Like within an hour, I got this beautiful pool and no sooting whatsoever. So I was really, really happy with that. I am definitely in the sweet spot. So I'm not having any trouble. But I also wanted to comment on the throw. People on the positive side would say, oh, well, these, you know, they have the best scents on the market. They do smell beautiful. The throw is great. I would say within 15 minutes of this being lit, I could smell it throughout my first floor of the house. They kind of remind me of the old Yankee candles when the throw would be so strong and you could smell it instantly throughout your home. I do want to say that sometimes Yankee Candle kind of like knocked me out, you know, back in the old days. These candles, I don't know how they do it, but they are just scented so beautifully and throw so beautifully without knocking you out. Like I can smell it throughout my whole first floor, but it's not overwhelming. And I think that's really great in a candle. It's noticeable, it's beautiful, it smells great throughout your home. It is not nauseating in any way. So I'm really happy with that. The way they scent these is great. I don't know what kind of wax they're using, if it's soy or paraffin or beeswax, I don't know. They do say that they use like a cool wax and it's supposed to be safer for children and pets. I don't know. I don't want to like diminish, you know, what they say that they offer, but I don't know if that's just kind of like mumbo jumbo. I mean, if I touch the glass, or I would imagine even the wax, that it's going to be hot. And I don't know if they just mean like it's not going to give you a 3rd-degree burn, but I still say it's pretty hot. So use caution around your children and pets. And because to me it is still a hot candle. So with the potential to burn you. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of Gold Canyon if you've had a chance to burn them. So far, again, I am enjoying this candle. I think I'm going to like all of them equally. And the throw is great. I don't have any sooting problems now that I've kind of solved that problem and I found my little sweet spot. And again, I don't think I'm 100% a convert. I'm still going to buy other candles, but I am definitely going to look at Gold Canyon from now on and continue purchasing these candles. And if someone invites you to a party, I would definitely say go. Go to the party and enjoy yourself. So let me know what you guys think of them, and thanks for watching. Bye.